I'm from Italy and I'm an archaeologist as a conservator. I've been working on mudbrick in the last 7 years, first in the Middle East, like Syria and Israel and Turkey and Iraq, doing consolidation, conservation and surveys, and now here in Egypt. And what we are realizing here is the creation of new mudbrick to consolidate the degraded walls in Tell Timai. Usually the old people, they used to call it wahal, and that is the process to create mudbrick, but it's also the mud itself. The mud when has been mixed with straw, that is called tibn in Egyptian Arabic, and with water. Every day until Saturday, so for other 2 days, there will be some other straw and water added to this mixture in different proportion. That will depend on the consistency of the mud. The last day they're going to put other 4 cubic meter of water on top. So like today, they are going to let it rest for, in this case today for 12 hours, in that case for 48, and then on Saturday they are going to mix everything again. Practically, to give you a streamline of the process, after the soil is wetted down and this kind of tibn, this chopped straw is mixed, this chopped straw is acting like a shrinkage, a compensator and a reinforcement for the mudbrick. We are in the final day of mixing the mud cake. Now the mud cake has been here, work on for 5 days. So today they are creating the final mixture to prepare the mud brick tomorrow. So the cake is going to be less liquid and more consistent in order to be fit into the molds. The 2 men are transporting the red mud cake to a table. When it's on the table, the master mudbrick maker is pushing with his hand the mudbrick mixture inside the mold, and then the mold has been transported and the mudbrick has been on top of a surface that we have prepared with sand, and on top of it with tibn, with this really thin straw that has been also used in the plaster in the mud cake. 2,000 years ago, they would do it directly on the surface that we have prepared with a mold with a one handle. We have expedited a little bit the process, as we are doing it with a mold with 2 mud brick. But practically the process is the same. The only difference will be the color of the mud brick, as we want our bread to be able to distinguish our intervention from the original mud brick, but everything else is exactly as it would be done 2,000 years ago. In these last 2 weeks, we have been working about creating this. There are like more or less 2,000 mud bricks. They are red, so it will be quite easy to distinguish the intervention we're going to do both in the street and in the church, when we are going to use them in the church. And for the mud brick preparation, the whole preparation has taken 2 weeks. One to prepare the mud cake, to prepare the actual mud brick, with a master mud brick maker that has been with us for 3 days, and he has been on the job for 30 years more or less. We have decided, as we've seen in the street, that we have different dimensions in the lower part of the wall and in the upper part of the wall, and that can signify 2 things. One, that we are seeing the first floor and a second floor. The other thing, it could be different dimension for different periods. We will not know for sure until we have excavated the street or the church. Also in the church we have the same kind of double dimension. So we decided to go and create around 1,000 of one dimension and the other 900 with the second dimension. The second dimension is a dimension that is you can find all over the delta. That is 25 by 12.5 by 10, and is the classical dimension of mud brick all around Egypt and the northern part of Maghreb. And we are doing a slightly different things for the other fracture in wall 3. There is a fracture on top, so we are going to use a thicker kind of mud like the one they're using and put it with our fingers to close it. It's also important to point out that the joints are quite thick. They can be as thick as half of the mud brick, and usually then they are like corroding and arranging themselves with time. This is why then when we excavate them we can really see them. This is one of the main reasons. And here is really visible.
Putting mortar in.
But I notice he doesn't use vertical mortaring along the stretchers.
No, it does, not yet. He's going to use it. I told him to try to be to put like a small layer between. Now he's going to put it, but I didn't want him to just plaster. Usually they're like throwing a hand of mortar on the wall they want to join, but I don't want him to do that on our mud brick wall. So he's going to build it, and he's going then to fill it. But it's going to do it a little bit more carefully than usual, because if not, the Asian mud brick is it's going to crumble.
Well, I've been lonesome and I've been blue. Well, I've been wandering without you, like some unknown from deep inside. You followed me, you said you'd try. Well, I've been away from you, and I'm over you. It's just a day and days before. The sun's been knocking at my door, but I would always have you near. You said you'd change, you shed a tear, but I've been away from you, I'm over you. I wanna live. Well, I wanna live. I wanna lie down with my skinny blue.
So now we've done everything by the book, and is the possible solution. This is not restoration, it's just consolidation. We are just fixing that and keep it going until the future, until we can excavate or until we can do something more about the way the building was built.